Thank you for joining us today at Miniature Wargaming Labs. Today we'll be going into the Age of Sigmar Dominion box and put together a model from the orc side, the Swampcalla Shaman with his pot grot. Now let's talk about the supplies we're going to use. You'll notice I have a baking tray, and it's for when I drop the bits, the lip of the baking tray will catch it. We have the frame that comes from this set. This is frame F, and it has all the bits we need contained on it. Our most important item, we have our clippers, nice and sharp with a flat edge, metal file, X-Acto blade, and a pair of tweezers. I use this to squeeze pieces in or pick up tiny pieces. And then super glue and plastic glue. I'll be using mostly plastic glue. But to begin with, we're going to take our clippers. We're going to take the flat edge. We're going to face it towards the model and cut as tightly as we can towards it without hitting any of the detail. So you'll have to rotate around what will ever give you the best cut here. And be careful, the orc ones in this set, very fiddly. Alright, then when we have those, what we're going to do is we're going to lay them on their corresponding number. So I cut out F1, we'll put that there. And now here it is. Cut out some other pieces. So we're going to go around the rest of this frame and keep cutting pieces out. Now I have all the pieces cut off the frame and they're laid out on their spots respectively to their corresponding number. Now I'm going to start the cleaning process. So we're going to get our X-Acto blade and we'll just pick up one of these bits. And you see these little remainders. So even though we try to cut tight to the model, some of the sprue gate is still stuck to it. So I want to clear that off, just so the model fits together better. And these little nubbins will show up in the paint job. And once we have all those cleaned off, come here you. And be careful. There's so many thin, spindly pieces, like parts of this, it just snap off. Now I'm going to clean those up, make it look like they were never there. Now normally what I do is I go around, I try to hit the mold lines. That's a little line from the mold where the two sides of the mold press together. But a lot of this stuff is just so delicate that I'm probably not going to do that too much here, just so I don't, rip a piece off. So let's go finish cleaning up all these bits, and then we'll start assembly. Now we finished the cleaning portion. It's time to get gluing. So I'm going to get my cap off. Start with the first two pieces. You gotta pick out what hole it goes into. Man, there's so many pegs in there to choose from. Okay, so this one goes into these three. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this. So this is the character's back, the part with the skull. There's 3 holes in here. So F2 fits into the middle hole. And the way you know that is that when you, come on, push it into place, you can see it completes the sleeve over here. Now it's hard. Now this is why I have these. Get a little force on that point. Make sure that's pushed in all the way. Now I'll pry this apart a little bit. Pour a little glue down in there. Then we'll seal that back up. Alright. Now for the next piece. So this is F4. It has 3 studs there. And there's 3 receiving holes there. So we'll just line those up. Now I'm not putting glue on the pegs there because even without them they're really tight. You can tell I caught it wrong. Cannot get them pushed in there. There's no place to grab it on the model. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I don't normally like to do this, but I'm going to cut these pegs off. They are just getting in the way. I'm going to pray for alignment. So let me run an edge of glue. And that's why I like to dry fit the hand there. Because I know these different portions will line them up. Okay. What is blocking him? Okay. So what I'm thinking is that you put this one in. That'll cover that up. We'll see. Alright, so these are the tough choices you gotta make here. Alright. That's why I use plastic glue. I can rip this off at any time. Okay, so I know that goes there. Oh, that's... You're supposed to go here, then here. That's why it's not working. Alright, I'm going to rip that off. I was wondering why it wasn't aligning properly. So you go here, 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 here. Not... Jeez Louise. Now that makes more sense. I was wondering why... Okay. Every other instruction, they go left to right. This goes up, down, up, down. Now let's go back, and that's why we don't use super glue at this stage. So I probably didn't need to cut those prongs off, but they were making me mad anyway. Okay. There, now that looks right. So we got F3, F4. So F6 goes on the other side of his head. We can get it in there. That is a tight fit on this model. Let's do... So what should I do first? F6? Now I'm going to do this arm first. Make sure I can get back there while I'm at it. Let's glue this one. Alright, just glue around the edge. These pegels are already super tight. Oh, that one actually slid right in. At least one piece does. So the last two pieces slid in just fine. Alright, and now, let's see, it's kind of like here on the base. So we're going to get some super glue out. Alright, and then we'll take the reed and we'll put it in the other hole. Something I like to do is just take super glue it on the bottom. That'll hold them in place. Alright, so now let's start working on the other guy. Right, for this one, just cap up some of these glue before it starts filling the room. Alright, so hopefully this is a little more straightforward. So, put glue elbow, back of the head, left shoulder. Some of these peg holes are too tight. Alright, got him on. So, I'm going to run glue around the backpack receiver. Here. Okay, that's working so far. Hard to tell with these guys. Alright, let's do around the pot. Oop, I was supposed to put that in first. Yes. Ah, jeez. Alright, and that's why we use plastic glue. Okay. Now let's put him in there. Alright, now we'll secure him. Go back around. Now, for the final touch. Slide him on here. There. Now we have the Swampcalla Shaman and the pot grot. And if they look like pains to put together, it's because they are, especially this guy. This guy came down alright. But all these pointy things do not drop. Well, thank you for joining us at Miniature Wargaming Labs, and we'll see you next time.